Once again, thank you so much for coming back for another episode of our FluTalks podcast. More health, less bullshit. Today, we are going to dive deep into supplements. We're not going to get into every supplement, but what we are going to do is we're going to get into the supplements that we take ourselves, the ones that we think are the most important to our body based on our genetic makeup and what it is that our body is lacking. So we definitely supplement for deficiency, not just for the use of supplementation. And because of that, we've been able to not only have incredible deep sleep, better gut health, quiet
more
minds,
energy.
more energy,
So basically,
more libido.
we have different
Hey.
we have different tests that we could do in order to have a more comprehensive look at a person's health. So I've always been into taking supplements. I've taken vitamin C capsules since I was like young. I was always like
I took
a
the
thing in my
Flintstones
household.
vitamins when I was a little kid. If anybody's taking Flintstones vitamins,
God.
please smash that like button because I like you.
No, please.
The purple dinos,
don't
if that's
take
your
those.
jam,
They have a ton of
smash the
sugar.
like button.
They have a ton of sugar. You shouldn't take those.
Hey, listen,
specific
I'm an
ones.
80s baby. I'm not telling you to take them now.
I'm an 80s
I'm telling
baby.
you that that's what kept me alive and safe and kept me from I got up at that and the Mercurio Cromo from back in the day, that orange stuff that they would
my
paint on you with
God,
the
not
stick.
Mercurio Cromo.
We're going to have another podcast of old school 1980s
Remedies. Home remedies.
stuff that
Abuelita's
actually
remedies.
worked, that made children men. And
please.
that's right.
Okay, listen. Anyhow, we progress.
Back to
we
supplements.
digress.
So
back to supplements.
we do, like she said, we do
the
have
reason for taking supplements. Why do we take supplements? It's specifically, and I can only speak for myself. So I take supplements now that help me with the breaks that I have in my Methyldetox profile. So those supplements I have to take for basically like the rest of my life. It helps me with depression. It helps me to fight anxiety. It helps me to have better digestion. It helps me to have better sleep at night. I tended not to sleep very good at night, but now I sleep great. And also to like quiet my mind. And that's just all came from the Methyldetox testing that we did on ourselves, which he's all green, he's all perfect.
Show him the picture again
He's
of
all
what mine looks
perfect.
like.
I don't think, I threw it away.
You got it? Oh, she threw it away. She's a hater.
I threw away his paper.
So if you want to feel amazing, if you want to know what it feels like to be born
Oh, gosh.
perfect,
Oh, please.
this is what it looks like. But like I said before in our last podcast, my mission is to have you feeling as if this is what your genetic
if you were
makeup
all
is.
green.
We cannot fix the genes, but we can fix the symptoms that come with the gene. And I'm so sorry if you weren't born like me.
Whatevs. So basically, we can, supplements that have to do related to the genetic testing. Then there's also, like I said, there's different tests that we can do to get a more comprehensive look at the person's health.
Yeah, we
One
get
of them,
blood work
genetic
done.
testing. We also do blood work. And there's also other supplements, like my extras, that I take on a daily basis. So I want to dive, because I have a lot of people asking me, oh, what supplements do you take and what do you take that for? So I kind of brought all of our stuff, all of the supplements. I don't take this every day, but we'll go deep into like what some of them are for.
You take these every day.
Not all of those. I take 3 out of those. So what we have here
Is this why you're still half crazy?
You're the one that makes me crazy. Men make women crazy. Everybody knows that. Anyhow, so I brought the supplements, all the supplements that we pretty much take. Not all of these. I don't take all of these. So it's mainly the ones on that side. So the ones on that side are the supplements that I take for my genetic breaks and I take these every day. As you can see, it's only 4 supplements, so it's not a whole lot of things.
She takes magnesium.
So I have there magnesium, L-methionine, methylfolate, and
vitamin D.
and
Everybody
vitamin
should
D.
be taking vitamin D.
The vitamin D, sometimes I take this one, sometimes I take, we have it in injection form as well, so sometimes I take that instead of this one. But the other 3, I definitely have to take those every single day. They make me feel incredible, and it helps with a whole bunch of things. So it helps me to be in a better mood, to have better sleep, to have better digestion, etc. So, and then in addition to that, then there's other supplements that I take.
Based on your blood work?
Based on my blood work. So I did blood work and my iron came back low, and iron should be taken in liquid form, right?
Well, not that it should be taken in liquid form.
It's better.
So it's not that it's better, all right? What happens is that iron, when it's taken in pill forms, it could have a lot of patients end up being constipated. And because of the constipation, a lot of, and I'll be honest with it, a lot of female patients that have issues with low iron or anemia, they're reluctant to take their iron supplement because it makes them constipated. Not only does it make it harder for them to poop, they end up with a little belly. That toxin itself isn't good for them. It makes them more moody. But whatever it is, it doesn't make them happy to take it. So one of the best ways to intake iron, if you can get it in a liquid form, and not only in a liquid form, but the best absorption that you're gonna have for iron, if you can do liquid form and take it with vitamin C, the absorption rate of those two together are a whole lot higher than just taking either iron supplement pills by themselves or liquid iron. The vitamin C really does a big difference to be able to have that absorption process in the gastric system itself.
Yeah, so I take this one, this liquid iron. It actually tastes incredible. It tastes really, really good, and it's just a little bit that you have to take in the morning. I take that, and I eat a vitamin C gummy right after, and that's my iron for the day. Then also from my blood work, my cholesterol was slightly high. It was in the 220s. The range is up to
200.
200. So mine was in the 220s. Nothing crazy, but then again, I wanted to bring it down. So I started taking these omega capsules. They're super easy to take. They're super easy to swallow.
So when it comes to omegas, when it comes to omega-3s, and I'm sorry to cut you off, you want to make sure the best type of omega-3 fish oils, you want to have the smallest fish possible. So the one that we use, it's from krill. Krill is probably one of the smallest organisms that there are in the ocean. They make omega-3 pills from krill, and the reason why it is that you want very, very small fish is because they have less mercury. So it's always going to be a better product for the human body because it's going to lack the mercury that you get from salmon and cod or whatever bigger fish that they use to be able to get the omegas-3 out of it. So incredibly great supplement. Also, note to self, if you are going to take omega-3, make sure that you see if it's burpless. Pretty much one of the worst things that you can do is buy an omega-3 capsule, and 30, 40 minutes down the line, you burp and you've got a bait shop that just came out of your mouth.
Ew. No, yeah, these you definitely don't get that with these.
That
and what
will
I like
stop
is that
you from taking them real fast.
Yeah, no. And what I like about these is that they don't taste like anything. They don't have like a weird fish smell. Like they're super clean. Most of the products that we have here are vegan capsules. Like it's clean, great quality products. So I take these two, and then I have a couple of other things here. I like taking probiotics. I feel like probiotics are a great thing to take for everyone.
Oh man,
so
gut health is probably one of the.
I have my little garlic. My little garlic pills for whenever I start to feel like I'm getting sick. I do an IV, and then I start to take garlic pills, and that just knocks it out of the ballpark. And then I have melatonin, which this melatonin is incredible. It's this one. It's actually in liquid form. You do like 2-3 pumps of this thing, and
Under your tongue, right?
Under your tongue. You leave it there for, I think it's like 30 seconds. You drink a little bit of water. It tastes good. It doesn't taste, to me, it doesn't taste bad. And I'd rather take pills than liquid for supplements because I don't like the taste. But a lot of this stuff, the liquid iron and this one, they actually taste good. Like they don't taste bad at all. So yeah, melatonin. And we get all of these supplements we get through our practitioner account that we have on our website. And
if you want access to that, just let us know. We can definitely give you access to them. If you have any issues with the aforementioned things, if you've got, let's say, a daughter or your mom or somebody that does have anemia, a lot of women feel a whole lot worse once they have their cycle if they're anemic to begin with. If you want access to be able to have that exact liquid-based iron.
Children can take this as well.
I just send us a DM, or if not, you can email us at info@iamflueless.com.
Yeah, and it's super easy for us to like set up the account.
You to set up your account, and we'll hook you up with 15% off.
So usually the way it works, like we set up the account for you.
But not if you don't hit that like button.
We set up if someone's interested in purchasing, supplements, any supplement. It doesn't have to be just these. There's an entire humongous list of supplements on there. But if anyone's interested in purchasing these supplements, it's as easy as send us a message. We'll gather some information from you. We create the account. You receive a link, and you go in and you order the supplements that we either put in your protocol or anything that you want on there. But just since you're buying it through that our Flueless account, you receive 15% off on any of the supplements that they have. I also buy stuff for our kids from this website, like the vitamin D. I got the vitamin D. This is vitamin D K2 gummies. And also I get on there the vitamin C gummies, which I don't have here because we actually ran out.
Just ran out.
But I give these to our kids every single morning, and they both love it. And it keeps them from getting sick. It is what it is. And then also, which is something that I just found as of recent, I've been getting this thing is incredible.
I want to talk about this.
Oh, this is so good.
Give me that.
This is actually protein powder.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is
So
Clean
good.
Athlete. Let me tell you, this is probably the best protein that I've ever tried. And let me tell you, I've tried a lot of proteins. I'm just going to break down what's inside of this. I mean, it's when it comes to taking supplements, the less amount of words when it and the ingredients, I'm always going to tell you, the better. And then if you have an understanding of what is inside this, then it's even better as well. So the Clean Athlete, pretty much, it's got 1 gram of fat, total carbohydrates is 1 gram, has less than 1 gram of sugars, and has 20 grams of protein, all right? Now, the ingredients in this are whey protein, cocoa erythritol, which is a type of sugar to be able to make this a little sweeter. It's got salt, stevia, and monk fruit extract.
That's it?
That is it.
It's super
This is
clean.
why it's called
and it tastes
Clean
so
Athlete.
good.
And the stuff tastes amazing. And
How many grams of protein are in a
there's
scoop?
20 grams of protein in every scoop. And the best part about this thing is it actually liquefies. So it doesn't end up turning
clumpy.
into like that clumpy stuff on the top that you got to figure out if you're going to drink it or not.
I actually use it. I mean,
we've gone through like 5 of these bags in the last 2 months.
I'm not saying to do this, and this is my disclaimer. Don't do this part. But sometimes I give it to the kids to try. Like I put a tiny bit in their chocolate milk.
They love it
because
they
they're like,
hear
I
the
want
machine,
protein, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
They hear the ninja. They know that we're making a protein shake, and it is always yo quiero proteína.
I know, and it tastes so good and it's clean. So I'm like, I don't put a full scoop, obviously.
But
I
now
just
the
give them
cool
a little
thing
bit.
is that we right there it opens the opportunity for us to always have that conversation with our kids of this is why it is we're drinking protein because we exercised. I try to give my kids a little sweaty hug all the time when I come back from the gym so that they know, hey, I was exercising. This is a part of my life. Now
healthy.
I get back home in the mornings. I usually work out before I have to take no school or anything like that. When I get back home in the morning, their first question is, Papi, did you go exercise? Mm-hmm. So from very small, it is embedded into their head as exercise is part of our lifestyle. I mean, we have fun sometimes and do push-ups and squats at the house, and they do them with us. They enjoy the idea of being able to work out with us, but what we're doing is we are making it a habit of them to not only exercise, but to be thinking about healthy things, period. So when they want candy, we ask them, is that healthy?
Yeah.
When they're sitting around at the house and they just want to watch TV and cartoons on Saturday mornings and they don't want to go outside, we ask them, is that healthy? When we're drinking and eating food, we ask them, is this healthy? And we make sure that they understand that there is healthy options and unhealthy options.
Yeah.
We definitely...
And it's not to say that here and there they here and there, they do
We
have
take our vitamins
chocolate
in
and stuff,
front of
but-
them. We give them their vitamins as well.
yeah, and they do take it, and they actually ask for them.
We
They didn't always ask for them.
inject ourselves with vitamins. We do IVs in front of them.
But I feel like it's important. It's at least for our family. It's important to take certain supplements, and it's important to take supplements for a specific reason or for a specific purpose, right? It's not just to take supplements for the sake of taking supplements. We take supplements why? Because supplements help us have our optimal health. It gives us these supplements give us energy. We get better sleep, which then we have better energy. If you have good sleep, chances are you're going to be in a better mood. So it's supplementing for a specific reason and a specific purpose to be able to have a better life and to feel better, and it's not just taking a bunch of supplements because you heard online that it was good. No, you're doing this for a specific reason. And why not, if you're going to take supplements, why not take clean
high quality
clean supplements that you can get at a discounted rate? So, it's
definitely makes sense. The reason why it is that I take supplements is I don't think there's any way that I can eat my way to all of the proper nutrition to be able to get all of the nutrition that I need. I mean, I wish that I could have salads of 15 different colors every single day. I mean, you're supposed to be eating with a lot of colors. I mean, it's good for you.
I know, but
the more colors in your salad, usually the better, unless you're throwing in red bacon bits.
Not bacon bits.
But pretty much we supplement because it's difficult to get all of this out of your food, but the body does also need it to be able to not only function properly, but what we're always looking for is we're on the search for optimal living. We don't want to just feel normal. I want to feel like a superhuman. I want to know that I wake up with purpose, and because I wake up with purpose, I have the energy and the drive to be able to get all of it done.
To pursue this purpose.
And the only way that is going to happen is if I put the good stuff in and I put out the good stuff, meaning I exercise, I eat properly, I keep myself in motion, I read, I keep my brain entertained with the right things. These are all of the things that are not only going to make us successful, but you'll live a long, healthy life because of these activities and supplementing with the right stuff. It's been incredible to see the change that you've had because of taking the right supplements. So we might have done genetic testing on Fabiana, I would expect maybe about 3 months ago or something like that. And within those 3 months, with taking her supplements on a daily basis, sometimes I have to remind her because she's hard-headed, but...
Well, no, it's not that. It's just, we're humans, and it is what it is. I sometimes, I did the genetic test, and I saw how some of the symptoms that I've seen, not only my family experience, but also that I've experienced, how those were directly correlated to a specific break in in 3 of the genes, to be specific, 3 out of the 5. So I started taking these supplements, and I'm like, wow, okay, the anxiety's gone. Okay, so so every night I was getting anxiety, around 9 o'clock. I would get this thing that I was like, I'm so anxious. I want to eat and I want to do this. And I had all these thoughts, and my mind was going crazy. And I was like, okay, what is going on? Because there's nothing happening for me to feel anxious, but yet I was feeling anxious, right? There was times that I felt other things, whether it was constipation or just digestion, or I wasn't digesting my food properly, or I couldn't fall asleep right. So I do the genetic test. I started taking the 4 supplements that we have here. And then, like any normal human, right? You start to question, oh, wait, did I get healed? Am I healed? And then I stopped taking them because I want to test it out to see if it's the supplements or if it's
Is this bullshit?
Right. So then I stopped taking the supplements, and then what happens? I start getting the anxiety back, and I couldn't sleep as great, and I'm like, shit.
You see, we were trying to put more health in you and less bullshit.
But it's good because then I start taking the supplements again, and then all of that stuff goes away again. So then it's my way of testing, okay, is it really working? And it does really work, and it has been such a game changer. I don't have that anxiety at night. I sleep great. I actually go to the bathroom regularly, which I didn't before, and I have a lot more energy also from, I think the iron is also helping with that, because I was through the floor. I was tired all day long. I remember I would wake up and I was tired from the minute I would wake up.
Iron helps the body create red blood cells. Red blood cells hold on to oxygen. Oxygen is pure energy, but it's also a sedative. It helps you fall asleep deeper and better at night. The more oxygen capacity you have, the deeper you'll be able to fall asleep. The deeper you fall asleep, the more growth hormones you release. The more growth hormones you release, this is what repairs the body. Now you wake up with less aches and pains, more energized, clearer mind. Of course you're gonna feel better. And it's all based on the raw materials that you were missing that weren't being able to be converted into what your body needed for all of these normal functions to happen.
And that's why I think it's so cool to do these tests, not just take supplements for the sake of taking supplements, right?
Supplement
because
for deficiency.
I wouldn't have known that maybe I would have been taking 10 different supplements a day when I really, all I need are 4 to start. Right? 4 are the most basic ones that I need every single day.
Well,
right?
the ones that you specifically need to be able to have.
That I specifically need are 4.
Normality.
But for example, there's also people that are just taking supplements for the sake of taking supplements without doing a test to figure out exactly what they need, and now they're taking the wrong supplements. For example, case being B12, right? Depending on somebody's genetic break, your body may not break down B12, and now you're taking a B12 supplement that is not the broken down version of B12, and now you're giving yourself more of these symptoms because you don't know that your body cannot break it down. So that's just one example of many, I would say.
There's about 3 or 4 different types of B12s, and depending on your genetic break, whether you're homozygous or heterozygous, which sounds like Chinese.
Sounds like a dinosaur.
It sounds like, but we're breaking down the genetic makeup of what exactly is wrong with you. Based on that is the type of B12 that you should be taking. And the importance of B12 in the body is incredible. I mean, it is such an important function, even to bring down.
For nerves, right, too? Well, it coats the nervous system or something like that?
Important to the point that, I mean, pretty much that whole genetic profile, if there's a break and you're not methylating B12 properly, about 3 or 4 of those genetic breaks are going to be affected because of it. So B12 brings the proper use of B12 turns homocysteine into methionine. Homocysteine is a very how can I put it? It's not the best chemical that you can have in your body. Homocysteine itself is irritating to vessels. While homocysteine is running through your vessels, it can create inflammation. That inflammation inside of the vessel creates a smaller space for blood to be flowing through it in a closed loop system where blood doesn't have anywhere to go. The smaller the valves get, smaller the veins get, or the actual tubes that this blood is running through, the smaller they get, the higher the blood pressure is going to be. This could be the reason why it is that people have high blood pressure issues, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the lack of the medication that they're taking. I mean, we want to make sure that you are supplementing for deficiencies to optimize the perfect machine that your body is, period. I mean, it's a blessing to be able to provide people with this and see real outcomes. We have plenty of patients that have not only done genetic testing, we put them on the protocols, we follow up with them, and they're like, you have no clue what you've done for me. And it's like, I didn't do anything for you. It's the lab is the one that figured out what the problem was. We did enough research and got enough information to be able to provide you with what God put on this earth to be able to fix the problems that you have. And now you live an optimal life.
Yeah, but it's a huge game changer to test your body to figure out exactly what it is that you need. So if you guys haven't thought about it yet, consider it. Put it put it definitely in your to-do list. But if you're interested in getting any of these tests done to see exactly what you're deficient in, reach out to us. Send us either an email or contact us through Instagram, and we can customize a plan specifically for you to see what exactly it is how we can figure out what you're deficient in, and then take it from there. Because that's definitely step 1.
it's amazing to be able to provide our community with all of these instruments to be able to not only help them feel better, but live a long, healthy life, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. So longevity is what the name of the game is these days, and the way to successful longevity is through testing and supplementing for the right reason. And when you supplement, make sure that you're taking the good stuff, that you're not cheap on what you're putting in your body, because what this is an investment. And this investment, the return on the investment on health is called time. You're buying time. So we thank you guys for another opportunity to be able to give you guys information. Today's episode, like I said, it's all about supplementation. If you think that this has been valuable to you, if you think one of your family members or friends need this information, please smash that like button, send it to them, let them know who it is that we are. We not only want to help them, we want to help you help them as well. So,
and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with new podcasts as we.
I always forget the subscribe button, man.
Click, 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 click,
click, click, click, click, click it out. But yeah, it really does help us a whole lot. It encourages us. It helps us to get in front of more people. The more people that we get in front of, the more people that we can help. Definitely helps us build our business so we can be able to reinvest in badass podcast. What do you want to call this, Jay? What do you call this here? Oh,
content headquarters.
The content headquarters. That's where we're at. Content headquarters. We do love making these things, and we just want your feedback. We want your feedback, and we definitely are blessed to have you watching us. So, thank you for another episode of FluTalks. More health, less bullshit. We'll see you guys again soon.
Stay blessed.